Dr. Gavin Macgregor-Skinner on the line here with us, epidemiologist, senior director of the Global Biorisk Advisory Council. He's going to tell us what that is because, Dr. Gavin, we are heavily into shameless self-promotion. So tell us all about this advisory council. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bill. Gee, I'd love to be going to those Scottish games this weekend. That'd be fantastic.
Well, come on down.
So anyway, I'm the senior director of the Global Biorisk Advisory Council, or GBAC. We're a division of a non-profit organisation called ISSA. We're a trade organisation for the cleaning industry, so we represent those essential frontline workers, Bill, that again have to clean, disinfect, and create safe indoor spaces. But we want to ensure they do it safely. They do it based on science and evidence. So we do a lot of education and training.
Good for you, and fantastic, because we certainly need more education training, that's for sure. Dr. Gavin, can we trust this rapid COVID tests that they're having against BA.2, whatever that is?
Yeah, I think it's really important for everyone to understand, and I'm glad we're having this discussion today, Bill. You know, the coronavirus that causes the COVID disease is still coronavirus. I know we get excited and hung up on, do I have this variant or not that variant? But right now, what we know is that testing is important. The current testing methods, Bill, the PCR, that test that goes to the lab, and then the rapid antigen test you can do at home, it works. What we've seen change is and again, we want to talk about the variant, the BA.2, which is still the Omicron. It's like a brother or a sister of the original Omicron. The symptoms have changed. Therefore, maybe we have to change where we actually take the swab sample from.
All right, and where would that be exactly?
Well, this is interesting. You know, we're coming into our third year now, Bill, of living with this disease. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to stress to everyone how amazing it is that within only a few years, we now have the ability to get from the government. I know if people go onto covid.gov, that's COVID.gov, you can order 2 sets of 4 free at-home tests. So for all these other diseases we have circulating in our neighbourhoods, our communities, there's not a lot of at-home tests that we can get for free that we can actually. So it's actually amazing that research, science has developed a test that we can do. But what we're seeing with this BA.2 symptoms right now is there's so many more people with sore throat or pharyngitis. That's inflammation of the throat, the pharynx. And again, early in the days, we saw, again, a lot of, we saw that loss of taste or smell. I'm not seeing a lot of loss of taste and smell with, say, the Omicron variant, the BA.1 or even the BA.2. Mm-hmm. And so if we're telling people, hey, take the swab from the nose, but you've actually got a really sore throat and inflammation of the throat, then maybe we're not taking the sample from the right place. Maybe we should be taking it from the throat. And I've just been traveling overseas, and guess what? When I traveled to Australia, Singapore, and England, guess where they took the swab from when I had to get tested? They swabbed my throat first.
That's an interesting way to do it. Dr. Gavin Macgregor-Skinner with us. He's an epidemiologist, senior director of the Global Biorisk Advisory Council. And Dr. Gavin, doesn't sound like you're from around here. Is that Southern Virginia or something you're from?
Yeah, thank you for the compliment, Bill. I do have a Southern accent. I'm proud of my Southern accent. I've been in the U.S. now for 21 years. I am a U.S. citizen, but there's some days I wake up in Washington, D.C. and I go, gosh, I just hope I don't lose it. So I keep practicing quite a
bit. Dr. Gavin, I think we're in a situation now where we're using these vaccines, and they're already banning, I think, didn't they say there's a warning against the Johnson & Johnson that they found that it's causing some sort of blood clots again or something?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Bill. And I think this is, it's so important. Look at the millions, and I want to emphasize the millions of people in the U.S. that have been infected by COVID. Even, we're getting close to 1 million people that we know have died. A lot of people still have recovered. Some have still got some symptoms. We've got that long COVID. The problem we have is I don't think there's been enough research. With so many people getting infected, and I know it costs money and resources and time, but really we should be doing way more research, bigger studies, using more people. So it's great that this research has been done. I think the way that we release the research into these journals where I have to pay money to access, and I don't know whether you pay money, Bill, or I definitely know the public. The people that are listening today just don't have access. So we've got to make the research accessible, quicker, faster. But again, when we get it out there, we have to explain to people what it actually means. So stop using the fancy percentages and numbers and tell them in plain, simple language, okay, this is why we're doing it, because we've just learned some more stuff. And we're going to learn more stuff this year. And don't be surprised if we hear some other changes coming down the track as well.
All right, sir. Dr. Gavin, it's a pleasure talking with you this morning. It's been delightful. Where do we go for more information?
Oh, I think it's really important that, again, people like yourself, Bill, play a really significant role in getting out the key takeaways to the public, to the communities, to our neighbours. So the key takeaway from our discussion today is those current testing methods. The PCR test that goes to the lab, I know it takes days, but again, that they work. The rapid antigen tests are exciting that we can now test at home. They are effective, but again, and I want to emphasise this, Bill, don't just test once with a rapid antigen test. Do what's called serial testing. Do it over multiple days. And really importantly, if you have symptoms, you have something. It may not be COVID. It's going to be some other disease. Diseases cause symptoms. So if you have symptoms, just take precautions. Wash your hands, even wear a mask, but just stay away from people until those symptoms go away.
Absolutely. Dr. Gavin, have a great Mother's Day weekend. I hope that we'll be back in touch, sir.
I'm going to put on my kilt, Bill, and pretend I'm at the Scottish Games.
Oh, man, I wish we could send a Gulfstream for you. We make them here, but they don't let me ride in one.
I hope you have a great weekend.
You too. Thanks. Appreciate it, sir.